It is Wednesday, it's the 23rd of October. I'm Monita Rajpal. This is CNN News Centre live from Hong Kong. Our top stories today. We begin with some news on the Australian bushfire situation that's just come into CNN. Investigators are saying that one of the fires in the Blue Mountains started after an army explosives exercise at a base nearby. It's one of at least 73 fires still burning across New South Wales, including this one between Sydney and Newcastle, which has just been downgraded from emergency status. CNN's Robin Curnow is reporting from Springwood in the Blue Mountains, and we can speak to her now live. And Robin, give us an idea of how this Wednesday played out for firefighters.
Well, there were such dire warnings both yesterday and early this morning. Schools were closed. People were essentially told.
Indeed. All right, Robin, thank you very much for that. Robin Curnow there reporting to us there live. Now, wind and heat have been blamed for spreading the flames, as we've been hearing there. Let's get more now on the forecast for the region. Let's bring in our meteorologist, Mari Ramos, at the World Weather Center. So they've had some help in terms of the weather with the wind as well. What more can we expect?
You know what? I think that's very kind of touch and go when it comes to the wind, what Robin was mentioning there.
Mari, thank you. Let's bring you up to date now on some of the other stories that we're following here at CNN News Centre. Irish police are awaiting DNA results on a second mystery girl. They have removed a 7-year-old from the home of a Roma family in Dublin. And police in Greece are trying to determine how another girl, known only as Maria, came to live with a Roma couple there. They say her DNA does not match anyone in Interpol's database. Pakistan's Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif meets U.S. President Obama at the White House today. Pakistan's leader is expected to bring up the issue of U.S. drone strikes in his country. Washington's relationship with Pakistan has grown tense over repeated attacks by unmanned U.S. drones, which 2 human rights groups claim have killed civilians. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, meanwhile, is downplaying talk of a rift between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia. Saudi officials have repeatedly said in private that the kingdom may distance itself from the U.S. to protest Washington's inaction in Syria. A deadly attack reported today in Iraq's Anbar province. A suicide car bomber killed at least 7 people near a police checkpoint in the town of Rutba. The dead include 4 police officers and 3 civilians. You're watching CNN News Centre live from Hong Kong. Still ahead, think before you speak. That's what many Iranians are telling the Prime Minister of Israel. We'll tell you why next. You're watching CNN News Centre live from Hong Kong. I'm Monita Rajpal. Some serious topics on the agenda today as the Israeli Prime Minister and U.S. Secretary of State meet in Rome. The leaders will discuss the Middle East peace process and Iran's nuclear program. John Kerry is expected to press Benjamin Netanyahu on what compromises he's willing to make to get a lasting agreement with the Palestinians. Netanyahu has made no secret of his skepticism over Iran's image makeover, but has he gone too far? Reza Sayah has more.
They don't quite fit yet, but these blue jeans belong to 4-month-old Tarannom.
So many Iranians there clearly think Benjamin Netanyahu's out of touch, but what about Israelis? What do they think of their leader? Let's take you to the region now, and CNN's Matthew Chance joins us now live from Jerusalem. Matthew, what's the response from there? Matthew, meanwhile, Iran, the Israeli-Palestinian situation, as well as Syria, these are issues that Saudi Arabia is reportedly criticizing the United States over its handling on these issues. How is that being translated to where you are right now in terms of the regional impact? Thank you. Matthew Chance there live for us from Jerusalem. You're watching CNN News Centre live from Hong Kong. CNN News Centre live from Hong Kong. Critics are accusing the French government of caving into Paris's powerful taxi unions. Taxis in the French capital had faced a surging rival from minicabs who could respond to anyone wielding a smartphone. But now, as Jim Bitterman reports, the taxi lobby just may have won the upper hand.
Pity the poor Paris taxi drivers, much maligned.
It's a big day in Britain for a 3-month-old baby. Prince George, the third in line to the throne, will be christened in just a few hours from now in a ceremony that bucks royal tradition. The names of Prince George's 7 godparents have been announced ahead of his christening, and Zara Phillips, Prince William's cousin, is one of them. CNN's royal correspondent Max Foster joins us now from Buckingham Palace with more on this event. So they're bucking royal tradition. Well, of course, we couldn't expect anything less from these, modern parents. Max?
Yeah, they just do things their own way, don't they? So William was christened here at Buckingham Palace.
Right, well, we look forward to seeing them tomorrow then, Max. Thank you very much. Max Foster there, live for us from Buckingham Palace. Now, who says money doesn't grow on trees? Check out the leaves on these eucalyptus trees in Australia's outback. Researchers have found that tiny particles of gold are on them. They believe the trees... You're watching CNN News Center. I'm Monita Rajpal at CNN Hong Kong. Thank you for joining us. I'll update the news headlines in just a few minutes.